Hi, Pete Moore, editor of Shooting Sports Magazine, Gun Mart TV. A little bit different here. This is a Chiappa. Yes, it looks like a Winchester because it is. The action is an 1892 Winchester. However, this is a little bit different. This is the Yukon, which is a 44 Magnum purpose-built hunting rifle. It's not just that you can use it down the range, obviously in a British club, doesn't matter, but it's really built for hunting. 44 Magnum, the very famous Dirty Harry cartridge, this big jacketed soft point, flat nose, got enough oomph to shoot even large deer at sensible ranges, up to 100 yards. Plenty of poke in the gun. Also, as you can see, the gun is not stainless finish. This is like a stainless type coating that keeps it weatherproof. The stock is rubber coated. It's a wooden stock, but it's rubber coated for the same reason. Also offers a really nice piece of grip. So as you can probably see straight away, this is not just your average gallery type lever action. This is a gun built more for purpose. The 92 action, as you can see, has twin locking lugs here. That makes it quite strong. There's no safety catch because these guns don't really require a safety. What you have is what they call half and full cock. So if you're walking one at the spout, the hammer would be back to half cock. In this condition, as you can see, you can't pull the trigger. If you drop the gun, it's not to fire. But if you need the shot, just back to full cock and squeeze off. Obviously, the lever action does this. The other thing like this, you've noticed the big loop here. Most people who are shooters probably aware of John Wayne and in his cowboy roles, he always carried a 92 with a large lever loop, which he used to wave around a lot, which is not what you do. The reason this loop is this big is for cold weather hunting, where it's pretty perceived that this sort of gun and the bigger 45-70 versions will be employed. People wearing mittens or heavy gloves, it allows you to get your hand right into this lever loop without any real problems of jamming. Also, I've found there's virtually no difference in speed, and of the two, I think this large lever is more useful. Sighting wise, we've gone away from the more traditional sights you might imagine. Up front is a blade in a transverse dovetail, but as you can see, there's a red day glow insert there, so it's easy to pick up. At the rear is a Skinner aperture sight. It's a little bit like a ghost ring, so quite a big hole. And so as you come up, your eye centers in the hole, and your eye then centers the front bead. It's much quicker than the standard sort of V-type rear. It's fully adjustable for windage elevation. But the strange thing about this gun is, it's a takedown. If you see what I mean, it's how it's designed by John Moses Browning. You flick that lever up there, and you undo the magazine tube. It's on a very coarse thread. It's turning around. And now it's free. So the breech open. I can rotate the gun barrel 90 degrees, and you have two parts of the rifle. For a backpacking type situation, quite a clever idea. It's on a large interrupted thread. So to put back together again, slide it into the action, rotate it through 90 degrees. So, get in there. Sorry, it's a bit off kilter. This just winds down, as you can probably see better if I move my arm. And the magazine tube is engaging in the receiver, which holds everything tight. Once it's in there, that flips down. You have one gun again. Good for carrying if you can take this overseas for hunting. Makes a very compact little package. Loading with any lever action is quite simple. There's a gate on the side, a sprung gate, and the rounds are pushed in one at a time. This gun offers the generous capacity of 10+1, which is pretty good. So it's a reasonably short range hunter, probably 100 yards, but what Chiappa have done, they've drilled and tapped the top of the barrel. You can remove this rear sight and put a Picatinny Weaver type rail on, which you can then put a long intermediate IRE scout scope, a red dot or something similar. So you could push the ability of this gun a little bit, but the 44 Magnum, which is in this case it's Magtech flat nose soft point, is a punchy round. You probably wouldn't make large deer legal with this load, that would be good for muntjac and Chinese water deer. Though Hornaday make a Lever Evolution load, which runs, I think, a 225 grain pointed bullet with rubber tip that definitely makes 1700 foot-pounds plus. So you could shoot stuff like roebuck with it at close range. I'm not saying you should, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but the gun is legally and technically capable of doing so. Okay, so let's load some rounds in and just see what we can do. So first round pushes in, gate's a little bit strong, next one goes in. This keeps filling, this fills nicely, and you can, as you can see here, you can leave the last round half out, which keeps the gate open, which does make it easier to keep continuity of loading. There we are. That's it. Right, so let's stand by. Opens it up. Empty. Chiappa, nice gun. I'm thinking about seeing if I can get a scope mount off and maybe do a little bit of muntjac hunting with it before I send it back. But it's got the grunt, it's a good looking rifle, it's a tough rifle. I quite like it.